What's up, YouTube? So I'm making this video. If you look at the dates, you can tell that I haven't made one of these ADD vlogs in a while. I don't know how long it's been, but anyway, I had like a resolution with myself. I just turned 27 recently, and my resolution, I kept it simple. I remember one time, I'm so ADD, for New Year's, I made my resolution so complicated I couldn't even remember it. It was like pages long of like lots of changes. Because if you think about it, ADD is like a super long list of bad habits. So I made a super long list of habits to work against those bad habits. Anyway, this time I made it super simple. I'll share it with you. It's a little embarrassing, but I'll share it with you. Um, one of my it's basically two. One is to just be a doer. I don't really like the word doer, but I'll just say one is to just do. To just do from now on. Not make it complicated, not procrastinate, and just do. Like, I've gotten so organized recently. Let me share this with you. In recent times, I've gotten very organized, right? All these things that I've been putting off forever getting organized. Man, I took all this tramadol, which helps me focus. It's like my Adderall. And I drank a lot of coffee, and I woke up early in the morning. Like, I got sleep, you know. I woke up like 8 a.m. I remember it was like a Friday, or no, it was a Saturday. Spent the whole weekend getting organized, right? Just got super organized, right? So I organized myself. See, before I didn't know where to begin. Like, I was like, man, what do I do today? Man, I don't even know where to begin. There's so much to do. I don't want to just do this thing, because what if there's something more important that I should be doing right now, like that? And then, and you know ADD, you know how it gets. It's just like, oh my gosh. So, like, the whole day I just wouldn't really get much done, right? And then, like, if you watch some of these other videos that I made, you'll see I really, like, have come to figure out all that I need to know, really. And all that was left was do. So it's like, man, I know what to do now, and I'm just not doing, is basically it. I'm just not doing. So my resolution is just to be a master doer. Like, I even told myself, like, I asked myself a grip of times over and over, and I said it to myself out loud. I was like, okay, is this okay? Is everything that I know enough? Like, do I need to keep thinking? Do I need to keep making this more complicated? And every time I was like, nope, you know everything you need to know, you know? And then the other thing I kept asking myself was, if I just do, will things work out how I want them to? Like, if I were to just make myself like an expert doer, like a phenomenal athlete of a doer, like LeBron James of doing, will I achieve what it will I get myself in the routine that I'd like to be in? You know, would my day to day be awesome how I'd like it to be? And the answer was like, heck yeah, it would, because dude, if you just do what you plan to do, and I made my day super simple. Like, I wrote a routine for myself, and it is very, very, very cookie cutter, nice looking, simple. It's not complicated the way I used to make it. I made my man, I like I said, dude, I had piles of paper like this all over the place of just stuff that I need to do, right? So I made a calendar and I evenly divided them amongst all the days. And basically, I made it so I do my routine stuff, like the stuff, like, because I'm a business owner, so I made my routine stuff to do the most important things first, right? All of my business stuff. And then around the evening time, I'll do 2 to 3 hours of tasks. Tasks being all the stuff I've been putting off forever, right? And of course, I prioritized it so that, like, I do the most important stuff first, and then, like, somewhere down the calendar, I'm starting to do the more, like, less important, and to the point where I'm just doing things that are, like, you know, whatever stuff. But before, every time I got organized, and you might be able to relate, I would give myself like 12 hours full of stuff to do in a day. Like, man, if I would always do it on Excel, and I would realize, dang, like Monday has like 100 things on it, Tuesday has like 50 things on it, and then by Wednesday I'm like all caught up. And I would never do that, you know. Like, I would do like number one, number two, number three on day one, and I was just not realistic. So I told myself my rule for getting organized is do make it so I'm only, only allow myself to do 2 hours of tasks a day, and then do my routine every day. My routine, like, if I told you, it wouldn't make any sense. Dude, it's my business stuff, you know. So do my business stuff in the order that I should do it in. And by the way, this is me growing my business, you know. I spent so much time being so confused that all the business I had, which is business that would just already all coming in automatically without me doing anything. You know, so now I spend my time growing my business. So it's so awesome, and it's so new to me, like, to spend my time so wisely. Anyway, so now it's just do. So my resolution is just do. Be a LeBron James of doing, Kobe Bryant of doing, Wayne Gretzky of doing, the best doer that I can possibly be. And then the other thing is to basically give it my 1,000,000% absolute all. Give it my best effort, my 110% best effort. Apply myself 110%. And this might sound corny, but to be as perfect as I can be in all areas of my life, not just business. I spend so much of my time just focusing on my business. I'm talking about everything, man. I'm talking about my relationship with my family, my relationship with my girlfriend, my relationship with God, all my relationships. Those are the most important things in life, by the way. You got to know that. And then just all areas of my life, bro. My fitness, dude. Like I've done things one at a time. I've been really good at certain things, not all at once, but at one time I was so in shape, dude. And then another time I wasn't really lifting weights, but I was eating so well, man. I was eating so well. So like, I have experience of doing it. Anyway, to just be basically just to do everything that do my best at everything that is in my life. So nobody's perfect. It's impossible to be perfect. I'm Christian, so I believe the only perfect person there ever was Jesus Christ. Is Jesus Christ, and so yeah. But Christians want to be Christ-like, and I want to be more like Jesus every day. And so basically, the other thing that I made was to be as perfect as I can be in all areas of my life. Like my room's a freaking mess, right? My room's a mess. Then one of my things is to do just clean up the room, clean my room. There's a treadmill back here that I bought, and I hardly use it. As you can see, I've got like boxes on it, boxes of product from my business. But anywho, just have them right there. Anyway, so that those are my simple resolutions. And then I don't know if I've shared this with you guys yet or not, but I do this thing where every hour I read a list, and I try to keep it simple, man, because I've made it long before, and dude, it takes forever to read. So I made a list. Every 50 of every hour, I set my alarm, so like at like 8:50 a.m., 9:50 a.m., 10:50 a.m., 11:50 a.m., 12:50 p.m., and so on. The 50 of every hour, I spend 10 minutes reading this list. And this list will have things that I want to build in my subconscious. Like it'll remind me of the disciplines that I want to have in my life. It'll remind me of the changes that I promised God that I would make. Like these changes here, the do and the 1,000,000% best efforts. Stuff like that, even if there's something coming up like on Friday that I have to remember for my girlfriend. My girlfriend's type A, which is the opposite of ADD, and she doesn't believe in ADD, so like I do stuff like that. Like so every hour I'm reading it, it's building my subconscious, and I'm actually early for these things now because I'm reading them every hour. Before I'd be like late and really upsetting my girlfriend, like where are you? Like if I have to be there at 12, I'll start getting ready at 12:05. But now that I'm reading them every hour, it's like so in my subconscious. I'm like getting prepared early and being there. Just get being it's a success instead of a mess. So yeah, I promised myself that just now that I would make a video every day. It's like therapeutical. To say things out loud is I think it's a good therapy. It's kind of like I don't know. I just think it's good. I don't really care if anybody watches. If you guys watch, you watch. If it helps somebody, then cool. But like yeah. So I just like before I said I'd do it and I wouldn't. But like I want to be consistent. Like I said. I really believe a lot in like resolutions. I used to be a severe pothead. I used to be a blackout drunk. I would drink every day till I got blackout drunk. I used to be a super heavy cigarette smoker. I quit all those things, man, and I owe some of them to New Year's Eve resolutions. Like I owe anyway. Oh, cigarettes. I quit cigarettes in 2004 from a New Year's Eve, and so I made my birthday a resolution. I just had to. So. I don't want to screw it up. I even put a marker on I wrote with marker on my wall. My birthday with the time that I made the oath, the promise, those two resolutions. Permanent marker on my wall, and I promised God too. So I also like just told myself just like a few minutes ago I'll start making these videos and I'll be consistent about them. I might even just say, hey, what's up? Whatever. I just want to make this video. Hi, bye. Anyway, gotta go, guys. Be good. Subscribe to whatever. Thanks, bye.